So you signed up to be a Postmates driver. You've got the bag, you've got the card, you've got the confirmation on the Fleet app end, and you're ready to take your first order. So here's what the screen is going to look like. So number one, my first suggestion would be to understand the Fleet app map. Every order that you have to take, they're going to give you the option to use the GPS, the Google GPS or whatever. And I would suggest use that as well. But also, so there's a way where like you could listen to the Google map lady speaking, and then you can watch it on the Fleet app. Sometimes where you're delivering is like a new area, or something is just that GPS doesn't have no directions for it. So then it's like, what do you do then? So you have to learn how to use the app. You gotta look at it to understand what I mean. But the best way that I learned how to do it is that, like, if I'm going up a street and then I don't know if I should go left or right, my phone will turn the way that you're supposed to turn, if that makes any sense. Sometimes the GPS will take you all the way to the front of the apartments, but it won't show you how to actually get to the door. Sometimes on the GPS it'll say walk the rest of this way, and you can click that and it'll help you too. But that's why I just suggest you learn the Fleet app. It's the best way, it's the most accurate way to get to exactly where the person is. I would also suggest, just a side note tip, like figure out where exactly everything is: north, east, south, west. Like, it's probably going to be different because I'm facing the other way. But yeah, you get the gist of it. When I was in school, we will often know it as never eat soggy waffles. Like, that's how we learned it. Comment down below how you learned when you were younger. I love Postmates, but I ain't gonna lie, that Fleet app be glitching. It be glitching more than freaking Call of Duty. And whoever plays Call of Duty like this right now, like this video, if you play Call of Duty and you know that crap be glitching. That's what this be doing. It be glitching. And like, I would not suggest being on any other app while you're on this one. You know what I mean? While you're taking orders and everything. No, because it needs all of your undivided attention. You have to treat it like it's a job, because it be glitching. So it's going to be these different shades of orange on the map. Now the darkest orange, the most closest to red, is, I believe that means like people are ordering right now, you know what I mean? Or orders are like, it's the most area that you'll get a delivery. Now the lighter orange on the map, that is like maybe people are browsing, but they haven't like made a decision yet. But those are the hot spots. You know, if you go into them, you're more likely to get a delivery. But also, I know the areas that I live in. I live in Las Vegas, and I know the areas that I live in the hot spots. So sometimes I don't always have to drive directly into a hot spot and be in there to get an order. You know what I mean? So it just goes with it. Once you start driving in your area, then you'll know where the hot spots are, even if the map says they're like, you know. But if you drive like if you're like new to, you know, because sometimes I go out of town, and when I go out of town, I actually do Postmates out of town, because you can do that too. So sometimes I really don't know the area, and I have to rely on the hot spots to know where like the food courts are, where the plazas, where all the food places are. So sometimes the hot spots are good, but if you know the area, you don't have to use them, because you know where all the hot spots are. You need to know the best times to get the max order, because you want to be getting orders back to back. Like, you want to be delivering an order and another order come in like bing bing before you even deliver one. That's how you keep it going. That's how you keep the momentum going, and that's how I like things to be. I don't like the breaks in between, because then I stop and beat and got some food, and now I don't want to take the order out and got tired. Now I'm about to come back home. My day is done. You know what I mean? So I like to just keep it going. Best times to go out, they say, I believe is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can look down on the app, but yeah, those are the lunch hours, and then the dinner hours are like 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I believe. Those would be the best times to go out, because you can go out anytime, honestly. You can go out anytime. And then they also have these times where they have guaranteed pays. Also, they don't even take your tips. Like, you can get your tips and it's not included in there. So it's really good ways to make money on Postmates. I really like it. Like, the guaranteed pays are like the best times that I go out, and the busiest times, where like they even have a thing now on there where it says it ranks on the highest on the times to go out. So, and my 5th tip, if you live in Vegas, as a beginner, I would not take orders on the Strip. I'm gonna just be honest with you, because the only way I would take orders on the Strip is if I have someone with me. Not my kids, not somebody that's gonna be on their phone, somebody that can actually drive. They have to have a license too, because sometimes you'll have to drive up to the valet and hop out, and then go try to find this person in their room, wherever they are, you know, because sometimes they don't want to come down. It could take much longer if you're doing this by yourself. Now you have to find somewhere to park, and you have to park in a specific spot too, because you don't want to get your car towed just trying to deliver this order. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot to deal with for a beginner, and you're already trying to learn the app and learn the phone, and then, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to get overwhelmed. So I wouldn't take orders on the Strip. I wouldn't deliver to the Strip. I wouldn't go pick food up on the Strip, because of course we don't always know where all these restaurants are. I've been doing this since May of 2019, and I still get new restaurants every day that I didn't even know existed out here. And that's another cool thing too. You'll find restaurants that you want to go back and try, that because you're like, that food smells good, or you know, you look up the menu because you're just sitting there waiting for your order, or whatever the case may be. It's a cool place. It's a cool thing to find new places to eat, because I know, isn't that always the question with girls? Babe, what you want to eat? I don't know, babe. What you want to eat? What you want to eat, babe? I don't know what you want to eat. I don't know, babe. What you want to eat? Like, me and my boyfriend, we always be arguing about that. So, yeah. Postmates over here solving problems. Anyway, the best areas for Las Vegas, Nevada to do orders to get the best tips, I would say, is the Summerlin area, the Southwest area, Henderson. You know, they seem to be, like, on mines, they seem to give the most tips. I'll maybe even, no, I ain't gonna insert no picture, but maybe you can see my tips on there. I'll do it, actually, look, I'll do another video showing you guys actually me taking orders and the tips that I get, and I'll do a whole little research for y'all. I swear, that's gonna be my next video. I'm doing that next. Now you're off, about to take your order, hit that online button, go online, take your order, and get that money. Get the money. Thank you for watching this video, and if you got any value in this video at all today, please hit that like button. Let me know how your guys' experience are going if you already do Postmates. Later, thank you for watching this video.